Hi everyone, it's Lynnea for LDRS Creative, and we're going to make 3 really easy cards using the Celebration paper collection. So this paper collection is just a few different items. There is this big pack of ephemera. There's 117 pieces of ephemera in this pack. Then there's also some rub-on transfers I'll be using, and there are actually 2 sheets of rub-on transfers, and these coordinate really well with the ephemera pieces, so I'll show you how you can mix and match those together. Then I'm also going to be using the Celebration paper pack, and this is a 12 by 12 pack of double-sided papers that are just full of really gorgeous girly colors. So you're going to see blues and pinks mixed in with some gold foil. I'm just going to really quickly flip through the designs that you're going to find within the paper pack. Now remember, these are double-sided, so I'm kind of showing you the front of one and then the back of the next so that I don't have to flip it over in front of the camera. But you can see here that there's gold foil here and there scattered throughout this paper. And I love that they are 12 by 12, so you can really easily use these on scrapbook pages. You can cut them down to A2 cards or any size cards that you really want to use. I'm going to start here with this page that I like to call the cutout or cut apart page. And so you can take your paper trimmer and just trim this apart into 12 separate little journaling tags or focal point pieces, whatever you want them to be. You're just going to take this over to your paper trimmer and just trim right along the straight guidelines here. So I did that with that little cake that's up at the top, and then I backed that with just a piece of white cardstock to give it a border. I cut down one of the Celebration papers to be A2 size, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Remember, they're double-sided, so you can use either side. I went with this blue side. The other side just seemed to be a little too much. Then I grabbed some of the ephemera. I grabbed the flowers and then some of these little sprigs and leaves, and I also have a sentiment that I'm going to use. And all I'm going to do is just kind of arrange these flowers and sprigs and just kind of tuck them behind each other. And then I'll have the sentiment going down across the bottom. Once I have this all fiddled with and played around with, I will go ahead and grab my adhesive and I will just glue these down onto the card. Now when I'm adding the flowers, I made sure to only add the foam tape to the center of the flowers because I wanted to show you an easy way to add even more dimension. So I went ahead off camera and glued all of those pieces down. Now you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of taking my fingers and I'm slightly curling the edges of those flowers and those sprigs. Now when you put this in an envelope, it's probably going to flatten down a little bit, but you're still going to have that extra little bit of dimension, and I think it makes a big difference without adding any bulk, because since there's no extra foam tape or anything behind here, I'm just kind of curling the paper. It's just going to give some dimension and just look really nice. So that's the end of card number 1. Really easy, just use one of those cut apart panels, some ephemera, and some of that pattern paper. And look at that, you can see even a little bit of that gold foil from the cake stand peeking through. So now for this next one, we're going to go ahead with another piece of pattern paper that I cut down to A2 sized. Then I have a piece of white cardstock that is a little bit smaller, so that's 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And again, I just reached into that Celebration ephemera pack and grabbed a sentiment. I loved this little cake. And then I have some of these banners. And I'm going to stack up these banners and just kind of offset them a little bit just to add some balance over to the left side of the card. So I'll start with those smaller ones, the pink one and the gold stripe one. And I will adhere those together, and they are the same length. And so I didn't want them to look too uniform, so I went ahead and just kind of offset them a little bit. Then I'll snip off the top of the pink one, and nobody's going to know that those were actually the same size. I layered up the sentiment and the cake with some foam tape, and then I have these gold stars also from the ephemera pack, and I'm just going to glue them down with a little bit of liquid adhesive and just kind of scatter them around using that rule of 3, so I have 1 up in the corner and then 2 more. And then I even found this little gold bow in the ephemera pack, and I'm going to put that right at the bottom of the cake stand. Then I'll add that white layer onto the purple background with foam tape. And this card was a quick 2-minute card. Now I did also curl the edges of the flowers on that cake just to give that a little bit more dimension. This one has so much gold foil on it. I just love it. For my third card and my last card, I am going to mix together some of the rub-on transfers and use them with the ephemera. So I have a rectangle that I cut down with a die from my stash, and this is nearly the size of an A2 panel. So that's why I went with one of the busier patterns, because you're not really going to see a lot of it, but I wanted some of those colors kind of peeking out. My idea for this card, I loved this purple table. So I'm going to cut this out. This is one of the rub-on transfers. So I have the rub-on transfers that I'm holding together. There's a top sheet and then a white backer sheet, holding both of those together and cutting out this image with my scissors. I'm keeping that backer on there for now because I want to be able to kind of plan my design. This pink bag and the blue present are from the ephemera pieces. And then I grabbed this stack of presents from the rub-on transfers, and I thought that I would use that in the back there too. So once I have my idea kind of planned out, the only other thing I need is a sentiment. And I went back and forth between having a sentiment from the rub-on transfers or one from the ephemera pack. And in the end, I did go with the ephemera pack purely because I liked that they were skinnier and I could put it right across the leg of the table without covering it up too much. So here's my design. I have it pretty much planned out. I'll remove the backer from this purple table rub-on, and then I'm going to place this down in the center bottom portion of my white panel. Before I press that down, I'm going to make sure that's positioned just how I want. Then I'll press it down and grab my bone folder and just kind of buff this onto the surface. This is a big rub-on transfer, but LDRS Creative transfers are really high quality, so it doesn't take a lot to transfer this over. You can even use your die cutting machine if you want. Once that's transferred, I'm just going to peel off that clear protectant cover, and you can see here that it transferred just perfectly. Now that stack of presents is also a rub-on transfer, and you could put that right on top of the table, but you might see the table behind it just a little bit, and so I wanted to be able to back it with white so that it looked more like an ephemera piece. So again, I just placed that down onto my white cardstock, rubbed it over with my bone folder, and then removed that clear protective covering. Then I'll use my scissors to just trim around this and give it a quick little fussy cut. Most of these lines, because they're presents, they're box shaped, they're pretty straight, so it was really easy just to fussy cut out using my scissors. And then I can go ahead and arrange this stack of presents on my table just like it was an ephemera piece. So I have that stack of presents. I'll grab that pink little gift bag and the blue present, and both of those are from the ephemera. Then I'll have my ephemera congratulations sentiment that I'll place right in the center of that table leg. So this is pretty much how my card is designed. I might fiddle around with it a little bit more, but this is the design that I ended up going with. So then I will just go ahead and use my adhesive and adhere all of those pieces down to the card. I wanted to add a few more decorative elements and a little bit more shine here and there. So I cut some of the rub-on stars out of those rub-on transfer sheets, and I just used my bone folder and just placed them here and there, kind of again using that rule of 3 so that I have a visual triangle of those stars looking like they're scattered across my card front. I'll just remove the backer, place that down, and I am using tweezers just because these are small and I don't want my fingers to get in the way. Then I'll rub it over with my bone folder and remove that clear protective covering, and that's it. I just kind of did a quick scattering here and there all over my card. Then I'll use foam tape and I will adhere my scalloped rectangle onto my card panel. And that's it. Here's my third card. Again, so much shimmer and shine from those gold rub-on transfers. Now I'll pull in all 3 of the cards that I made in today's video. All of them have the same kind of celebratory vibe, but they're all just a little bit different. Here's that first one with the cake and the flowers, and then I have the one with the taller cake stand, and that just says today is your day, and then I have a congratulations card. I did want to show you, none of these use stamping, but if you wanted to bring in a sentiment stamp or anything else, here's an example where I just kind of used those papers, but I also used one of the LDRS Creative vertical sentiment stamps. I didn't create that on camera because I really wanted to show you what you could do with just the celebration paper collection. But that's another idea if you're looking for more inspiration. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye!